find you.
Alright, so we filled it up with some gas. We got that all sorted out. Now, basically what I'm going to go ahead and do is... Oh, also, I just went ahead and just cranked it over with the distributor unplugged just to try and build some oil pressure before I initially start the motor. Unfortunately with me, I don't have like a legitimate jump charge. I have like a jump pack, but not like a battery tender charger type deal. The battery is essentially dead, so I kind of have to just jump it, start it, and then let it run, and then hopefully, you know, everything is good. But what I'm going to do now is just prime the system. I got the ECU plugged in, so now I'm going to go ahead and just turn the key on, you know, just get the jumper on the battery just so it's giving it 12 volts, whatever, and then turn the key, prime, see if, you know, if there are any leaks, make sure the fuel pump turns on for, you know, for one thing. And, oh, mail time. So... Jeez, man, being on your own, tell you what, filming on your own and working on your own, it is tricky, man, it is tricky. All right, so now we'll hook up the ground strap. We got power, batteries hooked up. Now we can fire up the old jump pack. Oh, give her so that's on. So now I'm just gonna give her, you know what I mean, hopefully the fuel pump comes on, all is good. Okay, fuel pump worked. I'll do it one more time, just to get all the, make it pumping, you know what I mean, get it through the, okay, now we can take this guy off. Okay, now we'll go up here, see if we're rocking any leaks. All seems good so far. None here, none injectors, that's good. O-rings are sealed up. I just gotta hook up the catch can and we'll fire up. The only problem is I don't have I went to AutoZone today and they actually didn't have one in stock, so the power steering water pump belt isn't on there. So I won't be able to actually see if there's any coolant leaks because it won't be pumping the fluid through it. But just to get initial startup, make sure it runs, everything's good, that's fine. This will be here later today or tomorrow. And yes, let's just do the finishing button-ups, oil catch can, and let's give her a shot. It's hooked up again. Truth, guys. Moment of truth. Shall we? Alright, so on that first attempt, basically the fuel rail wasn't perfectly sat in the intake manifold, so I got a bit of a fuel leak. I honestly thought that would happen. Attempt number 2. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just see if I can snag the battery from the S14 and see how that does in here. Alright, got the new battery in. Attempt number 3. Fresh battery, I don't get it. Grounds are good. Interesting. See, the thing is, I'm not too sure the current state of the motor, like internally or in general. I just kind of put the turbo kit on it. I never heard this thing run before. So, if you guys can see down there, that's all fuel. And it's actually just coming out of the exhaust. So, I got everything plugged in. That's good. We're good. Everything seems alright. You know what I mean? We definitely have fuel. I know there's gas running through there. Obviously, gas is pouring out. But, obviously, I guess we have no spark. The distributor, he said he, like, replaced it with an S14 one. So I think I'm going to look into that right now and, come back and we'll give it a shot once we learn some new stuff. Just toss it in and hope we're all squared up. So it's going to be that way. Nope. So I gotta
do like one.
Start a couple tooth back.
Yeah.
Because it jumps it.
Okay, that's how I.
It's interesting to see how it does it.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah. Oh shit.
They piss it?
No, you got a pop and a little bit of smoke coming right out underneath the intake manifold.
Backfired right on the. I don't know if it was leaking. It didn't look like it was actually leaking.
Where's that mini light here? Hand me that mini light.
Smell it already.
Yeah, you can smell it, but no, we ain't. There's no liquid under here, so. It's trying.
Should be trying definitely harder than that.
Right.
It should be at least coughing. You never tested the motor, like compression-wise?
No.
I mean,
compression tested, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, in his house. It was great compression.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you can feel it.
I mean, it was.
Jesus.
It doesn't sound like it's even.
Bullshit, man.
Oh, it's flooding underneath.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna be coming out the exhaust for sure.
Just pouring.
Oh yeah. There she goes.
That's a lot of fuel, man. I don't know why those injectors are giving that much fuel.
Right.
Are you sure those are
Positive, they're
270s?
270s. They're 370s, positive.
It just sounds like.
That's a lot of fuel.
And well, yes, but it's weird. I didn't think injectors gave out fuel like that on a startup. Alright guys, so unfortunately we never got this thing fired up, but let me just kind of walk you through what we were doing. The guys that were here, one of them being the owner of the vehicle, Kyle, and then two of his buddies were here just to kind of hang out and just help out a little bit. And yeah, because obviously we tried to just get this thing fired up. Obviously you guys saw we have spark, we have fuel, so everything is there. Everything that I did seems to be really solid so far, so basically we just need to get this thing actually, I think, to be honest, it's timing related. Now, I have never personally really dove in depth internally with a KA. I'm more so kind of an RB, like more so familiar with RBs. So if you guys are super familiar with KAs, please let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm thinking it's a distributor problem. We got it all to top dead center, took out the distributor and basically reinstalled it. This is a S14 motor with a S13 distributor, S13 wiring harness, and S13 ECU. So basically the only S14 part in this whole car is the head and the block. Now with S13 distributors, they have an external coil as opposed to S14, which has an internal coil. So there is a difference. But it's weird, like, it's not even coughing. Now, maybe, this is another question I was going to ask you guys. I've noticed that the fuel injectors are giving a whole hell of a lot of fuel. Like, when we're cranking this thing, and we stop, I mean, we just have fuel pouring out. I mean, you guys can still see it still hasn't evaporated. Just pouring out of the exhaust, so it's basically just flooding the motor. Also, I didn't even bother to check this. I probably should have before. I was just overlooked it. But the firing order on the wires were done wrong, which is no big deal, you know what happens. So we got that corrected. Now the owner of this car, he didn't do the internal stuff as well, so don't go blaming him. The guy before him, he bought the KA disassembled from him. Now he did a compression test, you guys heard was good results. Now I'm just maybe spitballing here, but maybe something, you know, with the timing chain is wrong. But the cams, when you put it at top dead center, they pretty much are perfect. and I'm like, is it? I believe you said it on the intake stroke for tap dead center. I'm like 95% sure. But I could be wrong again. So if you guys have any tips, please drop it down in the comments below, or if you want to direct message me on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff is in the description as well. But just kind of figured I'd let you guys know where we stand. Sorry I didn't get to start it up today, but we just got to figure out this one issue here. I think it's honestly just distributor related, but we're getting sparks, so it kind of like negates my thought of it being the problem. But we'll figure it out. No big deal. Everything else is solid and done. Kyle is happy. He said he's happy, but Kyle, I hope you're happy, man. It's a learning process, you know, both of us are learning, but obviously, you know, we'll definitely get this thing sorted out here in the next couple, you know, week or so, at 2 weeks tops, whatever. If we need to get parts, we'll get parts, but I have a spare S13 distributor, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. I really do believe it's distributor related, but again, let me know, and we'll get this thing fired up real soon. I'm also debating on keeping that and doing a Rocket Bunny giveaway build, but that's for another video. We'll talk about that later. All the info for this video will be in the description as always. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you guys missed a past video of this build, make sure to check it out. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.